Before we begin with the step-by-step instructions, thank you for the purchase of your CATCOM protector. We appreciate your business. Each CATCOM protector contains 3 clasp sets, which include a set of screws and nuts for the clasps and collars, 4 wire ropes, 1 hex head tool, 2 product alert decals, and written instructions. Some vehicle applications require 2 kits for proper protection, such as a dual exhaust system or vehicles with multiple converters. The tools required include a hoist, gloves, cutoff wheel, MIG-TIG welder with stainless steel wire, welding shield, a socket, or open end wrench. Please note, you may need to remove the oxygen sensor on the exhaust pipe. Here's some safety precautions. You will need a place to safely elevate the vehicle using a hoist or lift to gain access to the exhaust system. Let the exhaust system cool enough to safely work on it. Before welding, you'll need to disconnect the negative battery cable. Now, let's begin with the installation of your CATCOM protector. With the vehicle safely elevated, inspect the exhaust system. Locate and identify the converter or converters. You will see where the exhaust pipe goes into the converter. Install on whatever end has the least amount of clutter. Remove your kit from the package. Pre-measure and cut the cables to length. Place 3 clasps on 2 wires, twisting them into the open holes on the clasp collars. Choose either end of the device to be your start end at the converter. Insert the screws from the packet onto the first and third collar. Using the hex head tool provided, tighten down the cable firmly. Leave it about 3/4 of an inch of cable beyond the end of the first and third clasp. Place a section of the kit on the pipe at the entrance and the exit of the converter. Then place the lower section around the pipe below the upper clasp. Have the screws pressed in on the outer edge. Locate the 6 nuts provided. Place a nut at each screw and finger tighten to hold the system in place. Repeat on all 3 clasps. At the clamp that is closest to the converter, align the clasps so that the end of the wire rope is tightly to the belly of the converter as possible. Position the second clasp centered between the first and third clasps. If you have a bend, put the center clasp at the center of the bend. Stretch out the wire rope. Not stretch taut, but enough not to rub on the pipe. With the hex head tool provided, place and tighten the set screws in the collars on the clasps to secure the wire rope. Repeat on the last clasp. Be sure to check all 6 nuts for tightness. Examine your work and confirm the positioning of clasps and rope tightness and that all the screws and nuts have been put in and are tightened on the complete system. Before welding, you will need to disconnect the positive battery cable. For systems with an internal computer, use a memory keeper that plugs into the lighter port to save radio stations, clock, and other settings. See your vehicle's owner manual for further instructions regarding the disconnection of the battery. Use a grind wheel to clean beside each clasp on the exhaust pipe for welding. Use a MIG-TIG welder to secure clasps to the pipe. Put the weld along the outer edge of the clasp where the pipe and clasp connect, and put a weld on each screw and nut to prevent loosening. If the oxygen sensor was removed, be sure to put it back in place and tighten. Check your work, clear your area, and lower the vehicle. Reattach the negative battery cable as instructed by your vehicle manufacturer. You will find 2 reflective protective alert labels in your kit to display on your vehicle indicating the catalytic converter theft deterrent system has been installed. We recommend placing one on each side window to show your vehicle is protected. Thank you for purchasing a Universal Match product that was proudly made in Michigan, USA.